And because it's a tourist attraction. Now they're the paradise of the clay crafts. I want to stay here forever.
Why do they call you Miss Well? Is it because you're beautiful?
Thank you. Because I keep surprising people.
You keep surprising people. Oh, wow. I get it. I had no idea about Kashgar. I'm learning as I go along all of these different places in China. And Kashgar is one of those places off the beaten path that I'd never even thought about. In like Ulaanbaatar is the one that everybody hears about. Kashgar is sort of off the beaten path. But you know what? Kashgar has the most history.
Yeah.
Kashgar was on the Silk Road. They used to do a lot of trading here, and this is basically an oasis that all of the travelers used to stop here because I think it was the only place with water. But right now, it's got history, it's got a lot of tourism. I had no idea that there was so much tourism here in Kashgar.
Yeah, especially today marks the International Tourism Day.
Well, that's what I heard this morning.
Yeah.
I didn't know before this morning when, it's, I'm always catching up. It's what I do, guys. You go to bed with a hangover and like you wake up in the next day, it's a new holiday. So Kashgar is one of those places. I noticed that there was a heightened sense of security when we came into Kashgar.
Yeah, so I want to ask you that, do you feel safe and relaxed while you're taking the tour in the city?
Yeah, I do. I could be driving a car through Afghanistan and I'd feel safe and relaxed. It's one of those things. But
do you feel like relaxed because I noticed that no one stopped you from filming anything, right?
No,
so
no.
There's no strict regulations towards the foreigners.
Well, there's no travel restrictions in Xinjiang province. Anybody can come and go at will. Actually, it's better than Canada because in Canada we're not allowed to drive from one province to another right now. There's travel restrictions.
Wow.
Yeah, and they said, when China did that in the COVID days, where they locked people down and says you're not allowed to move here and there, they pointed their finger and they said, look at those bad Chinese government people taking the rights away from the people, and now, a year and a half later, we can walk around without a mask on.
Yeah, check the results.
There is no COVID. And in places like Canada that has only like 35 million people, everything's locked down. Kids can't go to school. Restaurants are shut down. People can't travel. People are restricted, even worse than what they did here in China, because they didn't learn. They didn't listen to the Chinese people and what happened. And I think that's. I think they can learn a lesson from that.
Yes, the Western media, they said that the Xinjiang Autonomous Region has carried out some very strict, coercive fertility policies.
Yeah.
And I randomly pick up some local women who work for the shop, who work for the Airbnb. The owner is proud to say that she has 2 daughters and she's expecting 1 boy, and nobody told her about you should have a baby or you should not have a baby. But according to the Western media, that the government basically banned the local women to have their children, but it's not. But you can randomly pick anyone. They can freely have their babies.
When you get into mainstream media, there's genocide. What we call a college or a trade school in Canada, they call a re-education camp. So people are going to school. Well, no, they're not going to school. They're going to be re-educated. Well, it doesn't matter what the Chinese government does. The Western media and politicians will twist it to make it look like they're doing something bad.
Yeah.
Genocide against the Uyghur people. The Uyghur people have grown in population more than any other group of people in Xinjiang Autonomous Region.
Yeah.
So there is no genocide. There's
definitely not.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, the growth rate is about 25%, while the Han group, I'm a Han person, the growth rate of the Han group is about 2%. The Uyghur have so many favorable policies, such as they can have extra scores while they go to
into post-secondary education.
Yeah, to get educated and to go to the college.
Well, and they say they're tearing down mosques, and every time I go by a mosque, I take a video of it. And in one of the videos that I'm going to do in the future, I'm going to actually mention this, and then it's going to be mosque after mosque, boom, 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 video, just to show the people that that's just not true.
Yeah.
The people here are as free as anywhere else. But then again, if you're breaking the law, it's just the same in any country around the world. If you're breaking the law, then you have problems. Then you need to worry about the police guy on the street.
Yeah.
You do the crime, you got to pay the time.
Yeah,
and
that's happened in every country around
exactly.
the world.
So in China polices their streets. Well, then it's genocide, and it's locking up people. What do they call it? Arbitrarily detained, things like this. They've got all of these words and expressions to sort of paint China in a bad light.
Yeah.
And we came here to see if it was true. So far, I did notice the heightened sense of security in Kashgar. In Ulaanbaatar, not so much. It's basically like anywhere else. But I guess because we're so close to like Turkestan, Afghanistan, what's the other one? Kazakhstan?
Yeah.
All of the stands, Pakistan.
Yeah.
So I think because they have political problems over there, and some of it does filter over the border into China, that the Chinese government is aware of that and deals with it in the proper way, and higher security is probably the way to deal with it.
Yeah, and now this is a very prosperous city due to its stability.
Exactly.
Stability is the basis of the development. And I talked to several local shoppers, talked to several local owners of the shop, and she said that she expecting a boy because she has better income.
Yeah.
So that's a positive pattern. You got stability, you got progress, you got more incomes, and you can have more children.
And education.
And education.
Because without education, that cycle of poverty keeps going around in circles. Once people are educated, then it turns into the cycle of prosperity.
Yeah, and all the students in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region, they can get a free 9 years of education, totally for free.
Yeah.
And a dinner and a lunch included.
And the lunch included.
Lunch included. So that they can also liberate local females from looking after children, looking after families.
Exactly.
And instead, they can come out of the work. And ask one of the owner of the shop about that, who's the boss of her family.
Well, we all know who the boss is. I've been married for 18 years.
Yeah, she said that they're both bosses because they both have incomes and both contributed to the families. So the economy is very important.
Exactly.
And don't forget to subscribe Miss Bao and Mr. Gweilo, because this guy made great videos, and this guy knows how to drink great beers.
See, she's pretty and smart.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you. Bye.